Okay, so as promised, I will now be attempting to take care of the 8-inch subwoofer in my back window, and everyone said they wanted a video, so I'm going to give it my best shot. But be warned, I am not the best cameraman as far as, you know, this is my phone. I don't have a good camera at the moment. So, the first step is going to be taking out this seat here. So the easy way to start with is just to pull up on this, and that'll get your back seat piece out. But there's a couple bolts down below. You're going to have to pull those to get the back seat off. Once you get the bottom off, those bolts will be at the bottom. Once you get this out, you have to kind of lift here and lift up and out at the same time. That way the seat will come off. You'll have to take the seat belts out of the way and get it all around that and etc. Also, you're going to have to undo some bolts all the way across here for the back window panel to get it up. Once I get that open, I will resume this video. I just got to get the work done. To get the bottom of the seat out, you will have to take off 2 bolts. There is one here, and there's another in the same exact spot on the other side. Now those bolts there and there are going to be the ones holding down the back seat panel. There are also 2 on the sides here and over there. You will have to do those as well. Once you get those 4 bolts out, it should just lift up and outwards. Now that you've got the seat open, be mindful. There are these little clips right here for the airbag system. I assume if you yank on them too hard, you're going to get hit. But I could be wrong. Just make sure you unplug them before you pull the entire back seat off. As you can see, there are these fun little clips that hang into these, so you will have to lift up fairly hard to pull this out of its setting. Now that I've got the back seat, I will make this real simple. To get the back window panel out, it is just 3 simple screws. Make sure you don't yank your seat. The back window panel is out. It was not an easy task. So, you have these little white clips here that hold it in, and there are pins that fit in these holes all over the place that hold it down. So you have to pull the center up. You have to detach the seat belts from the sides, and then you have to lift it all the way up to the window and pull. Now when it pulls, it'll bend these side pieces. So you have to pull them up and out of these little side slots they have to lock it in. Now this is your stock sub. If you just have the simple 7-speaker, this is the Infinity branded whatever it is. I don't want it. But anyways, so the simple, easy way to get this out of here is going to be these bolts on the side and to pull out the wire plug here, which I will show you in just a moment. This is your factory basic Hyundai sub. Nothing super special. Doesn't even say a brand, it just says Hyundai Motor Company. So I didn't even get the Infinity set, I got the base. So, this is about how this is set up. It's not a bad deal here, but this plug does tend to make things a little complicated. So you have a couple choices. What I'm going to attempt to do, since I know I'm not going to reuse this, is clip these wires and pull this whole little harness bit out so I can use it for the new one. Now I would recommend, if you're going something for a higher wattage, to get something with some thicker wires than this, but this is a trial and error since I have yet to try this before, so I am just gonna give it a shot. Piece, turns out this can be removed, so I may just do that, but compared to little brother, big brother is a much nicer replacement. This is a Rockford Fosgate P2 punch, so this should do the work. Now you do have enough clearance for a pretty deep 8-inch sub, but don't go for some kind of jackhammer or something like that, because you're going to be cutting into your trim and it gets a lot more complicated. So I'm going to mount this bad boy in and try and figure this thing out, and we will see how it goes. I did manage to use the stock harness. It's actually not a bad wiring job if I do say so myself. I mean, I could have done a little better, but I am pressed for time at the moment. So, we've got this set up. Let's see if it'll... So, it does fit, although I do not have a drill on me to put her down, so I got one bolt holding it in for now. But it fits, the harness works. I mean, it's totally not getting enough power for what it needs to be handling, but for now, I'll deal with it. Just wanted to give you guys a visual of how that works. I'm gonna have to do some more tinkering, probably throw in an aftermarket amp, etc., etc., but it will probably thump pretty hard later. For now, I just wanted to show you guys how to get that in there, get the work done. Basically just reverse the process to put it all back together, but that's how you get there.